Hello, it's wonderful to have you there in our viewing audience. Today, I have a very special guest with me. Ladies and gentlemen, meet Jeff Margrett, Regional Director of Robotics Competitions across the Midwest. Jeff is on a mission, and that mission is to bring high tech robotics to high school students region, from rallying schools and securing event funding to inspiring the next generation of engineers. Jeff is all about giving students the tools to build, compete, and thrive in STEM. Oh, and did I mention he's an author? Yes, with a background in comedy, radio, and marketing. Jeff's an all around creative guy. Get ready to hear about how he's shaping the future of robotics. Plus, plan to join us at the 2025 Robotics Competition, Iowa Regional, March 27th through the 29th, and McLeod Center and the University of Northern Iowa's Unidome in Cedar Falls. A staggering 54 high school robotics teams from 8 states. Wow, that is so exciting. We'll be here to compete in the highest level of high school competitive robotics in the U.S. Please welcome Jeff Margrett. Jeff, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for having me. I appreciate the opportunity, Vicki.
Oh, my pleasure, Jeff. This is so exciting to me. I love STEM and I love what you're doing with all of that. So please tell us about First Robotics Competitions.
Okay, first robotics competition. Well, first stands for inspiration and recognition of science and technology.
Oh, I love it.
So it was started in 1989 by an inventor named Dean Kamen. He's had several patents, including many medical patents. He did I'm forgetting all the many things he's done, but so he started this in 1989 to really get science and technology promoted and appreciated like sports. And 1992 was our first competition. Now we have over 3,500 teams worldwide in our top division. We have programs from K through 12. I'm the high school division. So we're grades 9 through 12. And we have teams. We have approximately 30 teams in Iowa. And it's a pretty intense program. So these teams get together, and the first Saturday after New Year's Day, a game is released for that year. And they find out what they're doing this year and how you score points and the entire reveal. And they are not allowed to build until they find out what the game is. And from that point on, they have 6 to 8 weeks, short time period, intense time period, and they build a robot. And then
my gosh.
They either come to our event, you can go to other events. I had a team from Iowa was in Hawaii this weekend competing. We had teams in Wisconsin and Illinois, and then most of the Iowa teams will all come this week. And like you said, we've got teams from 8 or 7 other states, 8 total. We've got a team from California coming in this week to compete. So It'll be very exciting.
That is so beautiful. I love it. So inspirational. So tell me, what do you like most about working for First Robotics Competitions?
Probably there's a bunch of things about it. One thing, I've had a variety of roles in my life. This is probably my favorite one of all, because I get to see young people doing really, really cool things. I get to see young people doing things that I sit back and go, could I have done that in high school? I mean, they're building robots, they're doing engineering, they're doing design, they're doing programming. And I get up and watch. It's just fun. If you come to one of our events, while there is, and I'm throwing science at you and they're learning and they're doing all these great skills, but they're making robots do exciting things on a field in an athletic event type setting. And that's just fun. Yes. So I get to watch the kids learn. I get to see these kids go on to great things. But at the same time, I'm also getting to watch this really fun game and going, wow, I'm actually part of this. And all the bells and whistles of a high level athletic event.
Absolutely. I love it. Jeff, when did you first know that you wanted to work for First Robotics Competitions?
Well, that's kind of First has kind of a weird culture where people say there's no exit strategy. My son came home from school in the 4th grade and joined a First Lego League robotics team, which is smaller robots, and it's one of our feeder programs that works up to this. And he did that for 5 years, and I ended up coaching. I was very involved. And right when I was ready to leave it, 2 things happened. a job came open at first, and I was hired part-time to work with all their programs. And my son joined the high school first robotics competition program.
Oh,
So
yes.
as he's on a team and getting into it, and I'm really watching it and really beginning to love the program and cheering as a parent. As he was a senior, this director position was open, and I went through the process and was eventually chosen to lead Wisconsin and Iowa and Nebraska.
Oh,
So very excited about that. And it's kind of like I said, there's no exit strategy. So
no.
many people come on board as parents, and they end up either not too many work for FIRST, but many end up volunteers and their
Yes.
coaches. And even when their kids are well past participation age, they're still coming to our events and helping us out.
Wow. Oh, that is so inspirational. I love it. So tell me, do you have a personal mission statement, Jeff? And if so, what is it?
Personal mission statement, that's kind of a tough one. I think what I try to say is do the best I can and make things happen with the skills that are presented that are the excuse me, let me rephrase that. Use the skills I have for the tasks in front of me. So one of
Ooh,
the reasons I say that is I'm working for this high-tech STEM nonprofit. I'm not a tech person. I come from a
okay.
creative background. I come from a media and broadcast and
Yes.
advertising background.
Yes.
So I was hired I get out there and I talk the program and I'm excited and I can make things happen, do event planning. So
Yes.
I have to use my skills and creativity to
Right.
advance this STEM thing. So I have to know when I'm in over my head on a STEM question, I have to go to the right people and get the answers.
There you go. It takes a village, right? Teamwork makes the dream work. I love it. So tell me, who would you count among your biggest personal influences?
Well, that's a tough question because I've gone over the years. I've gone through. I have a writing background. I have a writing hobby, kind of writing on the
Mhm.
side. So there's a lot of different writers that I probably look at as influences. But right
Okay.
now, I think I'm probably my life has changed so much since I've been working this job for 4 years
Yes.
that I'd probably say Dean Kamen, our founder, has been a big
Oh,
influence. And we have another person who is no longer with us, but one of the early members of our community named Woody Flowers, who we have a culture called cooperation or coopetition, excuse me.
ooh.
And that's always been something about FIRST that I maybe should have mentioned earlier, that when you come to a FIRST event, a team can come in struggling, their robot isn't working. Well, unlike a basketball thing where, hey, you're just out of luck, you're going to get
Yes.
destroyed, the other
Right.
teams will come over and help that team get their stuff together
Are
and
you
get rolling.
serious? Oh,
So that's
that's
the culture of Woody
beautiful.
Flowers, and that's
Oh,
been a big inspiration on my job and how I do things.
oh my gosh. And that's called competition. What
Or
is it?
excuse me, cooperation.
Cooperation. Oh, I love that so much. That's so cool. So tell me, do you have any new career related endeavors? And if so, what are they?
Uh, Boy, you're getting all the good questions right out of the way. Probably right now, I'm career related endeavors is I'm trying to put together some new campaigns for FIRST to really get into rural schools. We've
Ooh,
done some big advances and we've signed up a lot of smaller schools recently that have come on board,
yes.
but we really want to make sure this program is available to everybody. It's not an easy program. It takes some resources. It takes a fair number of kids. However, we don't want this just to be. This is an Ames program. This is a Des Moines program. This is for
Right.
Waterloo, Cedar Rapids,
Right.
Cedar Falls. We want smaller schools to be able to compete in this too. I'll give you an example. We have a
Yes.
team in Turkey Valley, less than 100 kids in the entire school. They're competing in their fourth year. They just went to Wisconsin and made the playoffs for the first time at an event this past weekend.
Oh,
So
how
we
exciting.
we have small schools that we're getting this in front of small schools, and so I have some. That's kind of where my career I want to be going right now is really doing some new initiatives to get out and meet those rural schools and make sure this is an all school opportunity situation.
Oh, I love that so much. That is so exciting. This is not on the list of questions I'd given you, but I'm so curious. And if you wouldn't mind obliging me, what does a typical day look like for you, Jeff?
Oh, that's what the really cool part of my job is. There really is no typical day, or it depends on the
Ooh.
time of year.
Yes.
Because I have a time of year where I get up and I send emails to schools and I'm calling schools. and
Yes.
ones that are interested in learning about the program. I have Zooms and we talk like we're talking right now.
Yes.
Other times of the year, I'm fundraising and I'm on my computer, cup of coffee ready, just looking for companies that could benefit from working with us. So it'd be a two-part. We
Oh,
try to find people that, hey, we're putting people in the workforce and we're looking for people that are going to support us so then we can support them and who we're putting out. Other times of the year, like this week, it's event planning. I drive to Cedar Falls. I live in Ames, actually, so I'm driving to Cedar Falls tomorrow, getting ready to load my car up today. It's going to be a long, busy week, so
yes.
it's event planning. So it all depends on the season, right? And this time of year, I'm on the computer and on my phone having coaches who need help getting to the finish line or need help booking hotels or need whatever help on they need. So the neat thing is there is no typical day. It kind of flows. Here's my January typical day. Here's my February typical day.
Yes.
So that sort of thing.
Oh my gosh. And you are also, working with fundraising. I had no idea about that. That can be a challenge in today's, economy, if you will. I know
It is.
I'm on the board with the Family YMCA of Blackhawk County. We're fundraising right now, and it's been a tough year. That's all I can say. So,
Yep.
how do you get your inspiration to continue after you hear a no, I can't do it? How do you get the inspiration to keep going to the next one?
Um, you only need a yes. I
Yeah,
mean,
one yes.
you only need a yes, and you only need a couple yeses. You
Yes.
don't. You're gonna get. And I've worked in sales too. I mean,
Yes.
you're gonna get far more no's than you're gonna get a yes.
That's for sure.
And what we do really try to strive to, as I just mentioned, is being more than, hey, just give us money and then you'll never see us again.
Right.
It's more of a give us money, or not give us money, but support us. And here's what we're producing out of our program. Here's the kids
Yes.
coming out of our high school. And we try to have donors. We have several donors that teams go visit their facility, or they go and meet with our teams and see what they're doing at their practice facility while they're building. So
Wonderful.
we really, really work to be partnerships more than just um,
Yes.
donate, and then next year I'll come back and ask again. You
Yes.
know, I try to, when somebody donates with us, they probably want to get rid of me at some point, because I will contact them all year to let them know
Uh-huh.
what we're up to and what their funds have helped us do.
Yes, I hear you wholeheartedly. And I'm very close to the Waterloo Community School District because I don't know if you knew that my son Jared is the superintendent of
Oh,
schools there. So I'm very close to what goes on in Waterloo, and I'm very excited about everything going on with those students and the increase in STEM. And I
mhm.
also work closely with the Iowa State, and you're from Ames, so the Iowa State Extension and Outreach Office does a lot with STEM, and I love the work that they're doing too. So we want to make STEM as exciting, like you said earlier in the broadcast, as athletics, right?
Yep,
More so. Yes.
exactly.
So tell me, do you have a bucket list? And if so, what is on that list, Jeff?
Um, I have a few things on it. I have kind of, I'll go one odd one. Well, first of all, I do write on the side. You mentioned that, and I have a website
Yes.
and I write stories. I've never written a novel. I've written short stories
Ooh.
that build up to collections, and I sell those. Someday I really would like to. I've started the path a few times and end up doing short fiction all day long.
Okay.
Now, the weird bucket list thing is I'm a huge soccer fan. And
Ooh.
one of these days, I would love to go to London, or one of the more concentrated areas in the UK, and see how many levels and how many games of soccer I could see in about a week.
Oh,
So,
that's exciting.
so I always thought that would be something really cool to do, and just
Yes.
knock a bunch out and come home. So,
Oh, very, very cool. And back to that novel. So, my family and I, we do goals. We don't call them New Year's resolutions, we call them goals. And we gather around the table. I have a big dinner on Christmas, and we discuss our goals, and then we help each other meet them. Last year, my goal was to read 52 books in the year, one a week. And I went 54. So, I beat that one. Then this year, everybody's waiting. Okay, so what's she going to do this year? I said, I'm going to write and publish my own book. And they're like, what? Okay, so Jeff, to be quite honest, I'm on page one, but page one is better than page zero.
yep, no, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. But I do have St. James Professional Editing Services. So when you're ready for an editor for your novel, you know how to find me.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. So tell me, let's go back to childhood. Do you have any fun childhood stories?
I have kind of a weird observation. Is I
Okay.
grew up in Wisconsin on Lake Michigan, in Sheboygan, Wisconsin, right
Oh,
on Lake Michigan, and literally my house was 3 blocks from the lake, not
oh,
far. So I
beautiful.
grew up playing baseball on a field by the lake, and there's lighthouses and tennis by the lake and beaches and all this stuff, and I
Oh,
never appreciated it. And
yeah,
now I'm in my 50s, and as you get close to retirement, your friends say, "Oh, we're going to retire somewhere with water," and live
right.
in Iowa, and everybody wants to be near water. I
Yeah.
grew up near water, and I don't think I ever had the slightest interest or appreciation in it.
Oh my gosh.
And my other story was, though,
Uh,
I had a friend who had Rock'em Sock'em Boat robots, and I always laugh
Oh,
about
I
that
love those. I
because
love
my
them.
my parents never got me that toy for some reason, but my friend had it. I thought it was the coolest toy. And
Yes.
now, with what I do for a living, the first thing people always ask is, "Oh, do the robots fight?"
Oh,
Like it's BattleBots or Rock'em Sock'em robots. I'm like,
yes.
no, our robots do not fight. So
And being a radio man, you'll remember their slogan, knock his block
yeah,
off.
yep.
So much fun. So fun. I love it. Do you have any pet peeves? And if so, what are they, Jeff?
Probably people not being positive. We have,
Ooh,
like, even in our events, we could be running this great event, and if somebody sees one thing and if I think a pet peeve is focusing on the one thing that maybe could be improved rather than all the things that are going really, really well.
there you go.
So I think that happens a lot, and it happens a
Yes.
lot in what we do. You just want to, hey, we can fix that. I don't
Yes.
mind fixing something, but let's focus on all the positives rather than
Yes.
letting this little thing become the focus.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, I love it. And tell me, do you have some cool spring plans?
You know, I don't get to have spring plans anymore, unfortunately,
Oh,
because of the way the season works. We're January to March, we're building and we're supporting teams. Then March is our events. I have ours is usually the week after spring break is when we try to schedule ours. I sometimes go to other events in the season as well of nearby states. And then in April, I don't have to, I get to go to our championship, which is in Houston currently for the next few years. So in about 3 or 4 weeks, I'll be heading down to Houston for a week to work at that. So
sweet.
I kind of like it pretty much makes spring robotics time. So after
Yes.
in May, then maybe I'll try to find something cool to do for a little bit. But it's all robotics time until late April.
Oh my gosh, I love it. And it's something that just you love to immerse yourself in. And I really love the fact that it started with your son.
Absolutely. And he
Yes.
did 4 years of the program, and he did not go on to a STEM major. He went
Okay.
on to political science or
Ooh.
economics and political science, and has done internships in Washington and all that.
Oh,
But my
wow.
point of saying that is not to brag, but the
No, of
communication
course not.
skills and things that he's learned on a
Yes.
first team have carried over into non-STEM, and he relies on those skills every day.
Yes, our one of our beloved colleagues was since passed. His name was Bob Foster. His catchphrase was, "It's not bragging if it really happened," which is pretty cute. So yes, it really happened, and your son is amazing. So do you have other children?
I just have the one.
Ah, that's
And
beautiful.
And actually, he spent his college spring break last week in Wisconsin at an event being a referee at one of our events.
Really?
so
Ooh,
so
it
he's
comes
all
full
in, and
circle.
he's going to
Yeah.
be refing at my event this week too. So he'll be coming up for the weekend to ref at my event. So yeah, that's what he chose to do with his time this past weekend, and he had a great time.
That's beautiful. I have 5 children, and one of my children's birthdays is today, as a matter of fact. Happy birthday, Josh, 41. And at one point I said, "Honey, you have 1 son. Are you thinking about having more children?" He's like, "No, mama, I love taking care of my 1 boy." And we make sure that he has his play dates. He's only 8, and with the play dates, well, 7, excuse me, with all of the friends in the neighborhood. So they have a brotherhood as if they're all brothers. And he said, "Besides, mom, I have goals. And I know you had goals, but you were never able to achieve those goals because it's so expensive to raise kids. So I want to go see the world and I want to raise this one beautiful child." And the child is doing amazing things. I won't brag, but I could.
Oh, cool, fantastic.
So yeah, I love that. Okay, so what is your personal mission statement?
Uh, personal mission statement. Oh, I think we kind of covered that. Saying I try to use the skills I have to get that. Yeah.
Ooh,
So I was
my
going to say
bad.
pretty much that I know I'm not a STEM person, but find a way to use what I have to get things done within what I need to get done. Sorry, that kind of
Ex-
I said it more
ex-
eloquently earlier. Sorry.
It's all good, and my bad for
No.
forgetting that. That's beautiful. I love it so much. So tell me, do you have a way for our listeners and viewers to reach out to help? Now, say someone just really wants to donate to your organization. How can they do that?
They can do it by going to www.iafirst.org. So just
Okay.
iafirst.org. And on that site, it covers all of the FIRST programs in Iowa. But if you go to FIRST Robotics Competition, there is a link where people can go and people can donate to our program. You can also look up Iowa First Robotics Competition, Iowa Regional, or just Iowa Regional, Iowa for First Robotics Competition on Facebook, and follow us, like us there. We routinely post our fundraising link as well.
Ooh,
But I'm not going to say I just want people to give money.
no.
Anybody who's interested in mentoring, if they have time to volunteer at an event, go on that site and there's ways to contact us. There's a contact button where you can reach out. It comes directly to me or goes to some of our planning committee members, and we are able to, if you do that, we can get back to you. If you're interested in the program in any way whatsoever, just go on there and ask some questions and we'll get back to you right away.
Oh, that is so exciting. Thank you so much. So on the web, you have a website that you mentioned, and then social media. Are you
Social
present?
media, we're just on Facebook right now.
Oh,
That's the only
okay.
place we are. So just type in Iowa Regional First Robotics Competition or First Robotics Iowa Regional on Facebook, and you'll find our page. And we're posting regularly on there. You can see who's sponsoring us, see pictures of our event, and yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so this coming weekend, what can we expect?
Okay, so it's the official event to the public is open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, which is 27th, 28th, 29th. The 27th is more of a practice day. The teams are getting inspected and doing practice matches. Now, the practice matches have all the bells and whistles of our regular matches, but they're not counting toward the qualifications yet. The days to come to really have some fun are Friday and Saturday. We're there all day Friday at the Unidome, at the McLeod Center, and the Unidome has the pits where the teams are like working on their robots and things, and that's all open to the public. If you're a family and you have kids who are interested in, even if you don't know if they're interested, bring them out. If they walk up to one of our pits, our teams will show them their robot and explain everything they're doing. They will have a great time, and then they can go to the arena and actually watch the matches. We're there all day Friday and all day Saturday. Saturday morning, we finish qualifications, and then we have what we call our alliance selection to decide who's in the playoffs. In the afternoons are our playoffs. We have a double elimination format, and we'll be there probably until 5 o'clock with matches and awards. It is free and open to the public. There is a $5 parking fee for you and I,
Okay.
but other than that, it's completely free and open to the public, and we'd love to have anybody come out and see us.
Oh, that's so lovely. And obviously, the snack bar is open as
Yep.
usual. So you can bring all the kids, you'll get fed. $5 for parking, and that's it?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, for a
Absolutely.
weekend of beautiful entertainment and inspiration. It doesn't get any better than that.
I don't think so, actually. I
No,
agree with you wholeheartedly.
exactly, Jeff. So, any closing thoughts?
Basically, that's it. We'd love to have you come out. If you're curious about our program at all, visit our website. I don't even think I can do it justice on talking. We're doing high level robotics in a sports setting. It's something really unique that goes many different ways. We're very excited. We're producing the next level of engineers and people going on to 4-year STEM and career paths. But we're also producing people for the workforce.
Yes.
Kids are learning skills in our program that they can go out and get jobs with almost immediately or go to a trade
Really?
school to enhance them a little bit. So we're really excited. We're doing two different things. Come out
Yeah.
and see the
Yeah.
fun that those two things combined are actually creating in a competition setting.
Oh my gosh. Mic drop. That is so beautiful. Thank you so much, Jeff. And it was a pleasure and an honor to have you with me today. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you for having me. We greatly appreciate it.
Oh, my pleasure. And you have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you there.
Sounds great. Thank you.
Okay. Yes. Bye bye.